Alright, in this video I'm actually going to get rid of this spotlight here, and I'm going to make a lamp that sits on the table. And I'm going to go pretty fast. I'm going to go about the speed that I typically will model, so you may not be able to keep up here. I just want to show you how, kind of give you an idea why you should learn keyboard shortcuts so that it will help make it go faster, make your work go faster. And I'll kind of try and explain as I go along. So I'm going to go ahead and create a cylinder just for the base of the lamp. I'll jump over into my 4 view and put on my move tool with W, and then look in all 4 views here to get it positioned on the table. And then I'll jump back over. I don't need all those faces, so I'll go to this 3rd tab here and I'll probably put it down to about 8. And then right click, jump into face mode, select all of these faces. Oops. Okay, and holding shift to get all those faces, go ahead, extrude, hit R for the scale tool, go up, hit extrude, move it up, hit R for the scale tool. Okay, so actually this one's going to not go up as far. So you can kind of see that it goes pretty quickly once you start to realize that you've got all these keyboard shortcuts for a reason. Awesome. And since I'm going to put a lampshade on it, I'm actually just going to round this off a little bit at the top here. Awesome. Now for the lampshade, I'm going to grab a polygon pipe, up, drag up, and then drag to adjust the thickness. Again, jump to my 4 view, hit my move tool with W, get this in the right place roughly, move it up, see if I guessed about the right size. It's not bad, but I'm going to go ahead and scale it in a bit and then make it a little taller. And then I'll jump over into face mode, grab all those top faces, make sure I'm not in, that I don't have anything else. There we go. Jump back over to object mode. Maybe this is a little too tall. Okay. And then jump back into my top view and hit my move tool and just try and center it as much as possible. Awesome. So now I'm going to, let's see, they're going to be different materials, so I'm going to assign those now. On my rendering, this one's going to be metal, so it's going to be a blend. I'm just going to give it kind of a brownish, bronzish, brassish color. Perfect. And this one, actually, I will go over and name this lamp base. It's important when you have objects that are made up of more than one type of material that you name them like lamp base and lamp shade rather than just lamp, so you know what it is. Okay, this is going to be lamp shade. I know that it's part of the lamp. I know it's the shade of the lamp. And this is actually going to be a light beige-ish color, kind of. That's good enough. And it's going to be not real transparent. I don't want people to see that there's no light bulb in there, but that's a good enough lamp. Obviously I didn't put a cord in there or anything, but now I'm going to put, we'll try an ambient light. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to jump into my top view here so I can see where I'm positioning it. Now bear in mind that the outer circles here are my lampshade, so that's about there. And then in my front view, I want to move it up to about where the light bulb would be. And Okay, that's about good. Now shadows, I definitely do want to turn on ray trace shadows for this one because I want it to reflect off of the lampshade. So let's just see how well that worked. And the more lights you have that require ray trace shadows, the longer this is going to take, especially doing a render. If you do an IPR render, it doesn't take as long, but it doesn't do really the lighting effects. So, okay, I can see now, just from looking at the part that's rendered here, I can see that one, my oranges are too shiny, and I can see two, that even making this transparent is not quite enough, because typically when you turn on a light, it will, light will come through. So we're going to change that material just a little bit. So I'll select the lampshade, go to my lampshade material. Transparency, I'm going to turn off. I'm going to cheat. I'm not making it transparent at all. I am, however, going to go down to special effects and make it glow just a little bit. Maybe a 0.8. We'll have a little look. Let's see. And then we wait for it to render. And that's definitely not enough glow to give the effect that I want. So we'll go ahead and close that again. But it's nice because you can see that the ambient light is being blocked by the lampshade. So I'm not getting too much, I'm just getting it sort of reflecting where a real light would. So, again, now we're going to make it just a little bit transparent. We're going to make it glow a whole lot more. We're going to make it a little bit translucent. And we're going to give it a little incandescence. Again, this is where you really just have to play with them to figure it out. I mean, incandescence helps with glow. Making it glow helps it glow. So, you can see that it's lighter. For sure, it is definitely lighter. So, I mean, that's also lightened up the room quite a bit, so I may leave it at that. I just have to change the oranges because they're very, very shiny. So we'll tweak this just a little bit. Oh, see, now it's glowing quite a bit. Sometimes you have to let it finish rendering. Depends on your processor speed of your computer. But for now, that's actually pretty good. We got a glowing lampshade. The only thing that kind of gives it away, if you look at the reflection on the table, you can kind of see that there's no light bulb in there. So you have to watch out for that. Now on the base of this lamp, it's reflecting light, but it's very blocky because I didn't use a whole lot of geometry when I made it. So now we're going to cheat that a little. I've got this selected. I'm going to go up to Edit Mesh. Go to Mesh and down to Smooth. Now, you'll notice with a lot of these menu options, there are black squares at the end. That's so you can change some of the options for it. So I went to Smooth and over to that little box. I definitely only want to leave it, you can go to Reset Settings here, and I definitely want to leave it on Division Level 1. Basically what that means is it's going to smooth this out for me, but every polygon or every face that's on this is going to be divided in half once. So let's just click Apply, and you can see, I'll click Close, you can see my lamp got a lot smoother. Okay, so now, you know, if I back out here, and let's get rid of this ambient light, and we'll just see what it looks like. Sometimes you want to take out the ambient light depending on your setting. Like this, I picture it being at night, otherwise the light wouldn't be on the table. So we've got kind of a soft light coming in through the window, like a moonlight almost. And then we have the light that's coming off the lamp on the table. So once that's done rendering, we've actually got a pretty decent scene on how you should light things, or how to light things, how to add lights, where to put them, how to hide them. I mean, I haven't put in an object for the moon, but you just assume that it's moonlight or something to that effect. If I were really doing the scene, I would probably make the chairs not quite as shiny, change that material, something maybe a blend instead of a fawn, and the oranges don't look so bad from back here anyway, so that's a little bit on how to light a scene.